welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and it's late night, Friday night, and it's about 5 days into the LugLife Virtual Sidewalk Sale, and I thought I'd come here and talk about the sale, and sort of trying to figure out whether this was a great sale or not, or whether Lug sort of lived up to their end of the bargain, whether the sale lived up to the hype. And what I'm going to do in order to get to that conclusion is I'm actually going to look at all the different items that are being sold this week. And not all. Sorry, I'm not going to look at them all. I'm just going to look at this particular show because it would take me probably 6 hours to go through every single item that was available for sale this week, because they have brought out a lot of different things for sale this week. So we're just going to watch Sally's show here, and sort of scroll through and see the items that she's got available in this show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grade each product and its price and its availability, and its, I guess, rareness, on a scale, and then use that information to kind of come up with what I think is going to be how good this sale actually was in the end. But before I go on, I just want to apologize for the fact this whole thing is sort of off center. If you're looking just right here, wondering why, I've put the edge of the products here instead of bringing the whole thing to the center. Just right of this is the chat that's going on. It's got people's names and their, in their little conversation. So I had to get rid of that because I don't have anyone's permission, and that's a private thing, sort of. So I just had to move the camera just over enough that would just be off camera. So I apologize that this is all off center. I'm sure it's bothering you. It's certainly bothering me. But I'm just going to keep focused on the products, and hopefully I'll eventually forget that this is an issue. So like I said, I'm going to sort of grade each price and each product, and sort of use that as a way to help guide me to where I'm hopefully going to be able to give you what I think the sale is and how good the sale is. So, okay, right off the top there, the Boxer Matte Luxe VL Overnight Bag, $139 is a good price, I think, for this bag. If this was just a host pick, this would be a good price. If this were any other week, it'd be a good price. But because this week is all final sales, no returns, no refunds, no exchanges, no cancellations, $139 for a bag that has not been discontinued is a good price. We haven't seen some of these colors in a long time. I think for the longest time there was only one color left, I think, in this bag. So I don't know where these other colors came from. I would love to know where all this stuff came from and why it's been hiding and why they're sort of suddenly making it part of the sale now. But anyways, so if this is an item that you've been wanting for a while and you kind of were really sad that you missed out on the colors and you kind of wish you got it earlier, well, here's your chance. You now get to go back and see the colors again. It is definitely being offered for a price that is, I guess something that you're gonna be like, hey, I'm at least I didn't have to pay full price for it. But again, considering it is final sale, clearance, sidewalk sale, no refund, $139 is a lot of money to drop for something you cannot return if for some reason you get it and you don't like it and it doesn't work for your life. $139 to me is not clearance price. I mean, it would be a clearance price if the item was $900. But to me, I guess I have to establish for you what I think a good price is when it comes to these kinds of sales. So like I said, host pick, great price. Regular sale price during a regular live week, fine. But for clearance, to me, anything clearance should be 50% or under. If it's a sidewalk sale and it's a final price, it's a final sale, that thing better be 60% or lower off of the original price. So I would be fine if that bag were being sold for $60 and this was final sale. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but $60 is final sale pricing. $139 is still not even half price. So to be able to to buy that product and not be able to return it is actually quite gross. So anyway, so that's that. Okay, Sparkle Charm at the top there, $5. They are selling for $8 every other week. So $5, it's not even half price. those are little items. They should be selling those things for $1 at this point. I mean, everybody who wanted one has gotten one already. Anyone who's like really into them has gotten all their favorites already. So they should be selling those for $1, $2, and then you'll see those things fly off the shelves. And you probably, won't even have to worry about them because everyone will have bought all the ones that they kind of wanted but didn't want to spend full price on. So yeah, $5 is probably the cheapest we've seen this thing being sold for, but it's not the best price I think it could possibly be, and certainly not even close to being final sale prices. Dory Mini, $60. Yeah, you know what? Again, is it the best price? No. Is it clearance pricing? No. Is it final sale pricing? Absolutely not. But it looked like there were a lot of colors there that we hadn't seen in a long time. So once again, if you're looking for a specific color, this is a good time to get it if you've always wanted it. Plus, it's free shipping this week, so you don't have to worry whether or not it's worth paying for the shipping. So if the shipping has always stopped you from getting something, and you just wanted the one bag, that might be worth it. But $60 for a bag that's still, it's not been discontinued. We're seeing new colors coming in all the time. So I think $60 is a good price for that bag, but it's not a great price considering it's final sale. Via 2, that bag has been discontinued for probably about a year or so now. And we haven't seen it in a long time. It looks like most of the colors, if not all the colors that originally came out in, are there, or at least were there when it first got put up for sale. $79 I think is a good price again, but it's not clearance price. I think that bag was probably $160 originally, well, Canadian. So 160 Canadian is probably around 135 US, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me because my math is terrible. So, $79 for that, not so great. Definitely not a clearance price. Again, a clearance price on that should have been $40. Okay, the Chariot 3-piece handbag organizer, $49 is a very good price. It's not half price, but it's very good. And it looks like they brought back all the colors that we haven't seen in a long time. I think, again, this product has only been around, there's only been one color that's been sitting around for a long time, and they brought back a bunch of other colors, so that's great. Again, if you missed out, awesome. Good price, great that you're getting a chance to grab colors you haven't seen in a while, but is it a clearance price? Still no. Roundabout for $35, the Roundabout 2, we haven't seen this in a very long time. They've definitely brought back some really old colors. This is again, a discontinued item. We haven't seen this in ages. $35 is a good price. I think it's lower than half price, so that is a good price. But to me, it's more of a bonkers price or a host pick price. It is not final sale pricing. The Quick Step down here, again, you know what? It's a good price, not clearance price. Knapsack for $9. They've had this thing for ages. The Crimson Large Dot have been sitting in MaysLugLife at $9 for like a year and a half. And every once in a while they keep bringing this back whenever they find a few more other colors, and they still bring it back for $9. It's not cheaper. And I'm not sure how it was that finally they got rid of all of them today. I guess people just went into a buying frenzy somehow and decided, sure, why not? Because, like, honestly, this has been $9 forever. So if you wanted to get this, you should have got this ages ago. But maybe someone decided, it wasn't worth paying, shipping for, and now they're getting free shipping, and ta-da. Okay, the Choo Choo Pill Organizer 2-pack. We haven't seen this in a long time. So this works out to be about $10 each. They've had the Choo Choo Pill Box for $9 for ages, again, on MaysLugLife. Some of these colors, again, are probably just continued. We haven't seen them in a long time. Like that plaid gray has been gone for ages. The Shipori blue, I think, has been gone for ages. Floret purple's been gone for ages. So again, if you're missing out on a color, awesome. But it's not the best price. If you're looking for a steal, not a great price. But $10 is a good price for that. It's been on here for ages. I'm going to go over one more thing here. I'm just going to talk about this one more item. So we are looking at the Ranger Mini Crossbody. Still a really, it's a very popular product. I don't think it's officially been discontinued, even though we haven't seen anything new in a while. But I know this was a really popular bag. So $60 is probably not the worst price to be selling it at because, this is clearance for them. But I don't think they want to necessarily completely get rid of it because it's still technically, sort of something they carry. It's not like the knapsack that's, been gone out of the inventory for ages except for one color, or the these two things, these choo things, where they came in the 2-pack. It hasn't been coming out in 2-pack in ages. So to get rid of that SKU would be amazing. The Ranger Mini, I don't think it's a SKU they necessarily need to get rid of. So that's why that $60 is a bit high. It's definitely not even a great sale price. I love that we're getting to watch Sally blow up a pillow during this particular this video that I'm doing, because it's always fun. Anyway, so you know what? Again, colors we haven't seen in a little while, but that's about it. But they're not trying to clear this product out. So I can understand why $60 price tag is there. The Tandem Zip SE, this has been around for a long time. This product probably came out, I don't even know how long ago now. It's been out for a very long time, probably like 3 or 4 years now, the original one. Then they got some newer colors like about a year ago. So $25 is a good deal. It's a great deal for any lug wallet. But is it clearance price? Not really. But again, I'm not sure if this is completely a discontinued item. So this is actually a really good deal. So I'm going to give this one thumbs up as far as being an excellent deal. I just don't know if it's clearance price worthy, but it is definitely at least half percent, 50% off or more. So I'm going to give it a pass on that one. Dolly Short, $14. I've seen better. I think if it's not a better price, then at the very least, you know, it's not been much more than that. But again, you know, I expect that thing to be like $5 for this sale. But it's not been discontinued, so I understand why they're not really dropping that price. Now, the Cargo 5-piece packing cubes, this has been discontinued for ages. I don't even remember when it came out. I want to say 5 years ago. But now this product was hilariously overpriced when it came out. I want to say it was like something like $88 when it first came out. And so $25 is definitely lower than the 50% off, lower than 60% off. So that's a good slashing of a price. And because it's such a good deal, $25 for this is an amazing, I think, worth it for a sidewalk sale final price. But like I said, because they overpriced at the beginning, it probably was really only worth $45, $50 at most anyway. So I guess you're kind of getting it for half price. So at least, you know what, it's still a good deal. I'm willing to put that in the win column. The Navigator Crossbody, $58. This has not been discontinued. In fact, I'm hoping it isn't. $58. Again, not less than half price. Yeah, it's okay. And they brought back a couple of new colors, but it looks like most of them are all still there. And I think not that long ago, I think they were offering this for $49. So not the best deal. Transport 3, $39. I know they've offered this for cheaper. I think they did bring back some really cool old colors, but aside from that, you know, the price isn't the best. The Slider, definitely not a popular product. Even when it came out, it did not sell very well. Even, I think this product has been sitting in the LugLife list for ages at $25 on and off. And it's never sold. So, the fact that, you know, where are we? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors still left at $25. That's a cheap bag by any standard. And the fact that that's still sitting here makes me think this is too high. So again, we've had this product for a long time. That fabrication, that FS, that sort of, I can't remember what FS stands for right now. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyways, the FS fabric hasn't been super popular. I don't think a lot of people liked it. So the fact that it has sat here in their inventory for this long, and even now at $25 during the, you know, the virtual sidewalk sale week, it still hasn't sold out, speaks volumes to me. This product should probably be selling for $10. Maybe we'd actually see some movement on it. And I'm going to do one more item here. Let's just look at the Skipper, because this is a really good deal, but they have offered it for $25 for a while. So this is not the first time we've seen the VL being offered for $25. Yes, it looks like they brought back all the original colors that it came in. So again, if you missed out and you know, only got it in the amber yellow because that's all that was left, then hey, you now get a chance to catch up and get all the other colors as well. So I'm willing to say that is sidewalk sale worthy. That is way less than half price. It's colors we haven't seen in a long time, and it's still being offered at an amazing price. And it's a VL. Anything VL for $25 is a great price. So I'm going to end it as far as going through all the different prices, because I think from that we kind of get a bit of a sense of as to what, you know, what we're sort of looking at. So basically, did LugLife So did Lug live up to this? Sorry, did this sale rather live up to what Lug said it was going to be? They said that they were going to bring out a bunch of older products. Yes, they did. Check. They have been bringing out new products in every single show, and I think they upped the number of shows that they have offered per week as well. So usually, they offer one host pick each. So there's 7 host picks, so 7 items that are on sale plus 2 special items. So that's 9 items that are sort of on a really good special price. This week, pretty much everything is on a special price. Probably, I would say, what looks so far, probably about 50% of the items are a really, really good price. I would say maybe 10 to 15% are actual final sale pricing. The rest of it it's okay. It's a sale. But the good thing is there are a ton of things. So you're seeing all these old things come back. You're seeing all these old colors come back, and they're adding new things to the list every single show. And it looks like they're offering between 2 to 3 items per show. So they just keep bringing new stuff in. So that's a lot of stuff that these poor hosts are having to juggle and trying to have to talk about, because they have to talk about every single one of them. Usually they kind of focus on the host pick, and then the rest of it they kind of sort of glance over. This is a lot of stuff that they have to go through. So I will give them a win for saying yes, they actually did what they said, which is bring back a whole bunch of old colors. Check. 100%. Awesome. Love to see all these older prints, all these older colors, older styles. And each of those things have been offered for a pretty decent price. But speaking of price, was it a good price? On some of it, very much so. Others of it was good. Others of it, really not so great. But was it virtual sidewalk sale worthy? Is it sidewalk sale worthy? Is it worthy of final sale? I would say only 10% of the items that are being offered are actually sidewalk sale, final sale clearance pricing. And by that, I mean blue light special. I never want to see this again. Come and take this. There should almost be, if we were doing this in real life, it would be Black Friday at Walmart, where people are clamoring over each other to get them because the prices are so stinking amazing. I don't think any of that happened. I think if we all showed up and this was all in an actual store, I think we would have all lined up and it would have been fine. We would have clamored over maybe, like I said, 10% of the items, and the rest, not so much. So, based on that, I'm going to put this sale out of 10, I'm going to give it a 6. Because they did say that it was going to be, old stuff. So that passes just unto itself. But when they're offering everything at final prices, and they're like, we're not taking this back. You're going to be so happy about the prices. You're not even going to consider bringing it back. You're not even going to care whether this isn't exactly what you wanted, or the color that you wanted, or was too big or too small. You're just going to be wanting to buy as many as you can because the prices are so awesome. Well, you know what? I only felt that for maybe 10% of the items. And even then I was like, well, it's a great price, but is it worth me getting? Not really. In many cases, a lot of us already have these items because they have sold these things for the same price or cheaper in the past. So, a lot of us already have these items. So I think if you are an older lug nut, this sale was, like I said, 6 out of 10. If you are a slightly newer lug nut and you're maybe just joining us about a year in, and a lot of these products you've never even seen before, or you just were at the tail end of catching some of the items as there were sort of, as there was only a few colors left, this was probably an amazing sale for you, because then you could sort of catch up and get all the colors that you wanted, and the prices were good enough that you would have been like, this is a great way for me to catch up. For the brand new lug nuts, probably good and bad, because I think for the brand new ones, they may not realize what the value of some of these are. They won't realize how good some of these items are, and because we're not seeing a lot of these items, because they don't have some of these items, these hosts don't actually have samples of these items, it's impossible to decide whether this was good or not. You kind of have to already know whether this is an item you like, and you have to have already done the research on your own, which would have been very difficult in the middle of a show, and you see there's only 20 of this item left. You just have to buy it and hope for the best. And if you're hoping for the best, that price better be $5, because then you're like, well, you know what? I didn't lose out. I didn't break the bank, but nothing was that good. So that's kind of why I'm giving it 6 out of 10. It passes, but it's not something where I'm like, that was the best sale ever. Woo! I'm like exhausted. I can't believe how great that was. I've gotten so many new things and I spent nothing. Because let's put it this way. Lug's point, the whole point of Lug doing this was to get rid of inventory. They have more SKUs than they want in their inventory right now. They have a whole bunch of items that they are not making. They don't, there's only 1 or 2 colors left. If they could just wipe that SKU out of their system, it would save them time, it would save them space, it would save them energy, and the whole point was to try to get rid of all of this stuff so they wouldn't have to look at it ever again. And I think they kind of failed, because I'm looking at all the things, so even just looking at the skipper there, that should be gone. They've had that in the inventory. Like this got discontinued like a year ago. It came out, it sold out pretty well, but not well enough because they've offered it for $25 many times. So, or at least a few times. And they still can't get rid of it. There's still 2 colors that they can't get rid of. And I think they have a lot of each of those. So they should have been able to come away from this sale having gotten rid of, I would say, at least half of the SKUs they put on sale. So out of, let's say they put 250 items on sale this week, they should have eliminated, at least 100 of those, and to be able to go, you know what? Wash their hands. They never have to see that SKU, that product. Once it's shipped out of the warehouse, they never have to see it again. And they can clear off that spot on the floor. They can, put a brand new item in there and not worry about it ever again. That was really, I thought, was the point of this, so that they can really, truly clean house. But they didn't slash the prices enough to make that what it was supposed to be. So now I do understand that when you have these shows, there's a cost, and that it does cost money to get these items to their customer. So, when they say free shipping, it's really not. It's included. So they have to still make sure that even if they sell that skipper crossbody for $25, they know that there's $9 shipping coming out of that in case there's one person who buys out 1 bag, and they still have to go, okay, well, we covered the cost of that, and, we're still getting rid of it. But you know what? I think they would have done better. I think people would have all spent probably a couple $100 if everything was cheaper. If that quick step was $15 or $10, if the skipper was $15, if that boomerang was $15, or $10, because again, that boomerang's been around for a long time. The canter should have been $40. The gondola, okay, that's still a brand new product. They've got new colors, so I'm gonna let that go. The hard pouch, they should practically be giving these away at this point. That should just be like gift with purchase. The seesaw should have been $10 if they're not gonna get new colors in. The flare should be like $15. The camper should have been $15, because these are products that they're not bringing new colors in, at least not that we know of. The pirouette, oh my gosh, that did not work out very well at all. That should definitely be $15. You know what? If they had done that, I can guarantee you they would have made back their money in all the sales, and in not having to worry about having the stuff in the warehouse, and it would have probably covered the shipping as well, because people would not have just spent $39 on the pirouette. They would have bought 2 pirouettes, or they would have bought a pirouette, a quick step, a camper, and a tandem, because the prices were so good, and they still would have made the same amount of money back, but they would have been able to clear house. And I think that was the point. And I think they kind of unfortunately didn't quite achieve that either. So it was a loss on our end, it was a loss on their end. They did okay. They got to show us a lot of cool stuff, but they didn't move it, I think, as much as they would have liked. So I think in the next little while, we're going to see some of these things still come back. They're probably going to be host picks. I think they're going to be bonkers prices. So for example, that pirouette, we see it for $39 today. I have a feeling if they can't get rid of those colors, like let's say there's still enough that they can bring it back, this will be one of those bonkers days. We're going to see, someone go limited quantity, and that thing is going to be $22. That's what I'm thinking. And then it'll sell. And then there's going to be a buying frenzy for sure. And I think that's what maybe Lug is hoping for, because maybe they're hoping that buying frenzy will happen during a week that people are paying for shipping. I don't know. Okay, whew, that was a lot longer than I expected it was going to be. So, that's it. That's sort of my 2 cents. I'd love to know what you think. Did you buy stuff this week? Did you think this was worth it? Did you think that this was a great sale? Did you get really, really good prices? And did you get all the things that you were hoping for? Was this what you were hoping the sale was going to be? I'd love to know. Anyways, that's it. That's the video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Good luck if you're still buying stuff this week. I hope you find your unicorns, and I'll see you next time.